Kidz Klub. This is fantastic. So good to have you back. Really good to see you. We have got an exciting night for you tonight. I hope you had a good week, because this night is going to be the recycling week. Okay, now we've got some fantastic... Do you know what? I'm a bit worried that Chris isn't here yet. But anyway, I'll carry on telling you what's going on, because we're going to have some fun tonight. Recycling fun. We're going to be... What is that noise? Sorry, guys. We're going to be having a food smoothie workshop. Recycle fruit. What is going on?
What a load of rubbish! What a load of rubbish!
What are you doing?
What a load of rubbish!
Chris,
what a load of rubbish!
Chris, I think that is enough. What are you doing
I'm
in the recycling
Yes,
box?
because this week at Kidz Klub, as you were trying to explain, is called Rubbish Recycling Week.
Wow, it's going to be a rubbish
I
night if it's
thought,
going to be like that.
Yeah, because I know that all our activities tonight are to do with like recycling and rubbish. So
Absolutely,
I've been
Chris.
looking through our recycling bin. Look, what a load of rubbish!
Okay, Chris.
What a load of rubbish!
Guys, I'm really sorry about this.
What a load of rubbish!
Chris, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to put you back in unless you let me tell the kids what's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, you carry on.
Okay.
Don't want to spend too long.
Don't throw that at me. That's made of
So,
two.
yeah.
Okay, so guys,
Hi, Kidz Klubbers.
this is Chris, my recycled husband, in
Yay.
the recycled bin. I wondered what this recycling bin was doing in the summer house. I
Yeah,
thought it was
it's
a
Rubbish
strange
Recycling
place,
Week.
yeah.
That's why.
Okay, so we are going to have tonight,
Yeah.
did you know, we are going to have a lot of recycling fun.
Yep.
In the food workshop, we're going to be making some fantastic fruit smoothies. And
Whoa.
we're then going to make an amazing skyscraper out of old boxes. And do you know what? We are going to have some recycled water fun. And a little bit later, you know Clive?
Yes.
Clive Manning is going to show us how to make a robot out of old boxes.
What a
and
star.
Bits and pieces.
Good old
What a
Clive.
complete
I've got
star.
some bits
He's
and pieces
so
down
creative.
here, Deb.
There is, isn't there?
We've got some bits and
Chris,
pieces.
I just need to carry on explaining something.
Yeah.
Kids, we are super proud of you guys that sent in the toilet roll challenge.
Yes.
Because we have
Was that
tagged it on.
brilliant?
Absolutely
So
brilliant. So we
good.
tagged it on the end of our toilet roll challenge.
Yeah.
And in a minute, you are going to see that, okay? But first, we're going to head on up to the house because it's recycling week. We're going to have a game of recycling bowling.
Yes.
Okay, now what you have to do... Oh, Chris, they can't hear me with that noise.
Sorry.
What we're going to do is, rather than having a proper 10-pin bowling set, because we don't have one here, I've made a fantastic bowling set out of... old containers. So head on up to the house with us and you'll see. Now, girls, be cheering on for me and be cheering on for Chris. Boys, will you? I want to hear you really loud. See you in a minute.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi Kidz Klubbers, well, we have got a really exciting game for you tonight. Recycling Week means a game that's been made out of recycled items. So we thought we would have a game of recycled bowling. Now, I am going to have a little bit of a challenge with Chris here. Here is our recycled items. We've got some flour, we've got an old chocolate pot, we've got a drinks bottle. These are all things that you can find in the home. Find 10 items and set them out for the bowling. Okay, then you just need 3 different balls. They can be the same size, different sizes. We've chosen balls that are similar size, and we are going to start our challenge. So I'm going to hand you over to Chris, and he is going to take the first 3 balls. Am I going to beat him, girls? Or are the boys going to win this week? Okay, Chris, you have got 3 balls. And you need to see as many items knocked down as possible with your 3 balls. Are you ready for the challenge?
Yeah, I'm ready, Deb.
Let me see what you're going to use.
I'm going to use that ball.
Okay, perfect.
And that ball.
Perfect.
And that ball. 1,
Excellent.
2, 3.
Okay.
Debs, I'm a bit nervous because we've had a Chris versus Debbie competition 4 times, haven't we, in the last 3 weeks? Yeah?
Yeah, I guess
And
I won every one, didn't I?
I'm afraid so. So this is my opportunity to start clawing my way back. You're winning 4-0. I'm determined to make this 1-4. That's not very good.
Okay,
but
are
then
you ready,
next
Chris?
week I'll win again, and I'll beat you the week after that as well. Okay, are you ready?
Okay, the target's there. Here we
go.
Come. Sorry,
Right,
Chris, I'm just
here we go.
just going to come forward a bit, just so that we can all see.
Okay. So there's 10. Here we go now. Here we go.
First ball.
My first ball now.
Oh, that's a nice one. Okay, second ball.
Oh,
come on. So good, Chris. Well
Can I
done.
throw it? I'm not going to roll it.
Are you ready with your third ball?
Ah.
Okay, here we go, Chris. And then back to the items.
Do we have to roll it? Is it like proper bowling?
Do whatever you want.
I think we better say it's like proper bowling. Okay. Right, here we go.
Oh, Chris, you scored the grand total of 0.
Oh.
Chris, not looking a happy chappy. Okay, Chris, my turn. We might as well leave them where they are because you haven't touched any of them.
Okay, Deb, your turn then. Oh my goodness, I'm a worried man.
Here comes my first ball, Chris.
Oh,
yes.
No!
All down on that one. Here we go. Second ball, Chris. Are you ready?
Mercy!
Oh,
no.
2 down on that.
No.
Third ball, Chris. Here we go. Yes!
Okay.
So I knocked down 8 items, kids. 8 items. 8. Do you get that? 8.
Even the dog
Which
is
makes me the
celebrating.
winner.
But I'm not celebrating.
I'm sorry I beat you again, Chris. But there you go. Oh, 8 items down out of 10. That's not bad,
So
is
what
it?
are we doing now, Deb?
Well, we're going to go back to the summer house and we are going to have a look at the most amazing toilet roll challenge because we asked you kids to to send us in video clips of you doing the toilet challenge. So we've added them on and we're going to watch it now. So I'm going to go straight over to Connor Pope and he is going to play your toilet roll challenge. Wow, kids, what a fantastic toilet roll challenge that was. Well done, you guys, for getting your videos in. That was absolutely amazing. Don't forget, everything that you need to get in for Kidz Klub, just go on to kidsclub.online and you'll find everything you need. Now, kids, did you enjoy the recycled bowling? I hope you were playing along at home. If not, get your stuff together this week and challenge your family to a game. Boys, I'm so sorry that Chris lost. I can't believe he got 0 and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was a good score, girls, wasn't it? So I hope you were there cheering me on. Next week, let's hope Chris does better. Now, guys, we've had a good evening so far, but now you need to get your fruit and stuff together because we are going to go over to Paul and make some fantastic recycled fruit smoothies. So I'll see you a little bit later. Enjoy it.
Hi, Kidz Klubbers. Welcome back to my house. We're still locked down, so we're doing Kidz Klub online, and last week we were in my lounge. This week, welcome to my conservatory, and this week we're doing another food workshop, and what we're making this week is super healthy, scrumptious, delicious smoothies. Now, what's that got to do with Recycling Week? Well, let me tell you that sometimes, you know, we get some fruit that's going a bit off, some bananas that are going a bit bad, some oranges perhaps, these are going very squidgy, and just look at these have been really squidgy strawberries that they're just sitting in some juice for us there, which we'll use in a minute. So this week we're going to be making these lovely smoothies. Here's one that I practiced with earlier. Just look at that. That tastes delicious. So the first thing that I want to say is that we're going to be chopping our fruit up using a knife, so be very careful with your knife. Just always cut away from your fingers, always ask an adult to help you, and always make sure that you've washed your hands before you start. I've washed my hands, I've got my knife. Julie's here, so she's supervising me to make sure that I don't cut myself. She did say that I was allowed to use a knife because this isn't a very sharp one. And so we start off, all we need to do is just cut up our fruit into small pieces and small chunks. And I've got a banana, it's gone very soft, this banana, so we're just going to cut that up. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it in, I've got some strawberries that I've already prepared that I've put in some fruit juice, and what we want is about 1 cup, and that's measured up there, 1 cup of juice and 2 cups of fruit. So what I've got in there at the moment is 1 cup of juice and 1 cup of fruit, so I need to fill this up to make our 2 cups of fruit. And so here we go. Let me put this orange in. This is going very squidgy. It's got lots of nice this doesn't need a knife because it just breaks up nicely. I'm going to break it in half and I'm going to put these bits in there until it just about fills up to a cupful, and then I'm going to pour that in there. This is all of our fruit, so this is our mixture. Now we've got a choice of things that we can do. Here's one that I started earlier, and you can, if you want, you can break it down with your fork and you can squash it all up. That takes a bit of time, and we haven't got time here to do all of that. And then you could put it through a sieve and sieve it for a lovely, beautiful smoothie. Or if you've got one of these, a blender, this is the easy way of doing it. All we do is we just put all of our fruit in our blender. Now, make sure you've got an adult helping you. I'm going to put some ice in to make it nice and cold. So I'm just going to put a few ice cubes in there. And I'm going to make sure I put the lid on. If you don't put the lid on, it will make a mess. And then to blend that down and to make our smoothie, we just... You need to just check, see how it's going. There's still some pieces in there. And there we have, boys and girls, our lovely, super healthy, recycled from stuff that I would have thrown away, fruit that I would have thrown away because it was going off. And we've got our beautiful fruit smoothie. You can put lots of different vegetables in. You can put lots of different fruit in. Here's one that I found in my fridge earlier, and this one's got kiwi, cucumber and apple in it. Kiwi, cucumber and apple, and I'm just going to taste this now. That tastes super, it's healthy, it's nutritious. So have a go, make some smoothies yourself and let us know what recipes you've got. Because I really want to try some different ones because this is so nice. So thanks very much, and it's now on to our next activity.
Hi Kids Clubbers, welcome to Rubbish Recycling Week. So we are going to do a great challenge, making a tower of your recycling. So I've got a pile of recycling here, as you've already seen. We're going to make this a little bit more interesting. Tina and I are going to have a challenge, and we're going to have 30 seconds each to build the tallest tower we can, and obviously the tallest wins. So who do you reckon is going to win, me or Tina? Let us know underneath, give us a comment and cheer us on. So, Tina, are you going to be able to set a 30-second counter?
Yeah, every 2 seconds.
Okay.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, right. So let's start with
Okay, you're halfway through.
Oh, no,
Keep going.
Here we go. Oh, this is looking good. I'm liking the look at this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Oh, the timer's finished and it fell down.
Oh, no.
How about that?
Right, so let's have a look then.
Okay.
Let's see how far we got.
Not very far.
Not very far at all. What's
Not very
that?
far at
About
all.
1 metre 25. 1 metre
Let's have a
25.
look at that.
Oh,
Okay, I'll let you know.
yeah, 1 metre 25. It was
Ish.
higher, but the last few
It might
bits
be a little bit
fallen
more.
off. Oh, I can't believe this. Right, are you going to do better then, Tina?
Yeah, of course I am.
Of course. Right, let's put this all over here. Okay, Tina, are you ready to have a go?
Yeah, Kids Clubbers, are you ready for me to have a go? Let's start
Yeah.
cheering on the girls because I think the girls are going to win.
No, they're not. Okay, here we go. Your 30 seconds starts now. Good start. Good solid start. Using the big boxes first. Still a long way to go. No, come on, Tina. Oh, that's a good idea. Is it going to go any higher? 10 seconds to go. Oh my goodness. That's really cool. I can't believe how tall it is.
It was taller.
Oh no. Okay. Should we measure that?
No.
Do you want to measure that?
No.
Go on then. Let's have a look.
Oh, that's pants. That is really rubbish. Oh,
Here we
excuse
go.
the pun.
And I make
It's not
that
even a metre, it's 80 centimetres.
80
Well,
centimetres.
77 centimetres.
So I think the boys win on that one.
Oh,
Unlucky
boys are in
Tina.
the girls are in the bin. Okay.
Never mind.
Good
Well
effort.
done. Okay, so I think I won that one, but probably only by default. The fact that Tina's fell over, but she did get it higher. So with a little bit more than 30 seconds, we managed to create one that's actually taller than me, just. So let's have a look. Here we go. So our record is 6 foot, 1 metre 83 is our record. Can you beat that? That's your challenge. Now here's the fun bit. The fun bit is destroying things. So I've got a tennis ball, and what you can do is, let's see if we can knock it down. There you go. That was rubbish. Well done, everyone. So there's your challenge. 1 metre 83. Can you beat it? Okay, that was a bit of fun. That's good. So we're now going to go on to even more fun. Tina is going to do a game with recycled water. You're going to have to see what that's all about.
Good evening, Kidz Klubbers. I hope you're having fun so far. What we're going to be doing tonight, we're going to be showing you how to play the water recycling game, and it's going to be fun. We're going to get wet. It's going to be a boys v girls game. We want you to cheer us on. For this game, what you're going to need is a washing up bowl with your water in. It can be your washing up water, or it can just be normal water, and a cup. Now our cup has got a special feature. It has a hole in the bottom to make it a little bit more fun. What you need to then do is fill your cup up, run to the other end of the garden where we have another container which is see-through, so you can see how much water we have in the jug at the end. Basically, the team with the most water in the end wins. Right, Healy, are you ready for this?
Sure.
We're going to set the timer for 1 minute, and we're going to see who is going to do this the fastest, whether it's going to be the girls or whether it's going to be the boys. Now, come on, guys, we need to cheer the girls on. We haven't won a challenge yet between me and Alan. I've never won a challenge, so I've got to win this one. Okay, so come on, girls, we've really got to cheer us on. Right, are you ready? Let us know when to go.
Ready?
Are you going to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Turn it up the other way.
Ah! 30 seconds. Four, 3, 2, 1, stop!
Yeah.
So let's see how well we've done. Let's mark off where we've reached with the water. So girls are there. Right. Let's see how well the boys do next. Are you ready for your next challenge?
I think we're ready. Are we
Okay.
ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready for the countdown?
3, 2, 1, go.
So sick.
How do you reckon they're doing?
We're running out of water in the bottle.
Oh, don't worry, time's nearly up.
15. Stop.
Okay, so let's see how well we've done compared to the girls. Where's the black mark? It's gone. It's gone.
It's here.
There it is. Hang on. Hold it steady.
Oh, I think it's about the same.
I think.
No, I
Wait
think
for
we've
it
won.
to settle. No, it's exactly the same.
I think that's a draw.
It's exactly the same.
It's a draw. Oh.
No. So this week is neither a winner for me or for Alan. It is a draw. So what we're going to do is we'll have to compete again next week and see what's going to happen. You're a nightmare, stop it.
I know.
Okay, so next we're going over to Clive to make some robots.
Hi Kidz Klubbers, welcome to the rubbish recycling workshop. We hope you'll enjoy it. I can see you all out there in your kitchens and your gardens. Hi on this lovely evening. Okay, so let's make a start. What we've got is lots of rubbish which has been recycled, so I recommend that maybe if you take a week at home and collect all the rubbish that you need, put it in a sack, and then maybe at the end of the week you can tip it all on the floor and have a look through and see what you want to make. Tonight we're going to be making a robot, but you can make anything you want. It doesn't have to be a robot, it could be anything that you'd like to. Just a quick word about the tools. If you're going to do any cutting, I've got a cutting mat here, so it doesn't go through your mum's table. I've also got lots of paper so you don't mess up the surfaces you've got at home, okay? So it's a cutting mat if you need one. Please, 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 please be very, very careful with knives. Only use them when your mum or dad is present. And also different types of glue. I've got some PVA glue, you could use prick stick glue, you can use tape, which is really good, which I'm going to use tonight because it's a little bit quicker than gluing. You could use sticky pads, or anything that sticks, but again, once again, please make sure that your parents are doing that with you. Okay, off we go. This is the body I've chosen for the robot here. It's a bit of a strange one, it's a can, and I've picked out earlier 2 tubes, and if I can find my bits and pieces, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap these into like a long stick there. So what we're going to do then, like I say, I'm using tape at the moment, but you can use glue. And also when you're gluing, just to say, sometimes you have to wait till it sticks. It does take a long time. So do something, set it apart, and then come back to it. Right, there we are, there's one arm. There was another one somewhere, let's see if I can find it. Here it is. There you are, can you see that, guys? So as I say, you could use anything at all. There's no limit to what you can use, as long as it's safe, okay? So this is going to be the robot's arm. Most robots, or most people have 2, don't they? So we're going to, I made some holes in here earlier. Again, it's a little bit dangerous. I actually cut my finger using the scissors. Okay, so we have a body and 2 arms, okay? So now we're going to go for a head. And I've got this packet here, which I cut down, which I found this morning, which was great. So once again, I'm going to use sellotape for this. The only thing I'd say about sellotape is when you try and paint it, it's really, really difficult to paint because the paint kind of slides over it. So I recommend that you either use glue or you could use some of this, which is brilliant. It's called masking tape, and you can paint right on top of that, okay? Now, when I tried this earlier, this head actually fitted on it, which was a little bit by chance. Okay, so we've got a head, we've got a body, we've got 2 arms. Now, legs. Legs are a similar kind of thing here. I've got some toilet rolls. These are going to be a little bit thicker than the arms, because legs normally are. So we'll have a go with those. That's that there. Try another one. This is leg number 2. Can you see that? A bit of toilet roll there. That's it. You can use scissors or your teeth to cut them, it doesn't matter. Now, this is the difficult bit. How on earth, this is problem solving. How on earth are we going to fix these legs on here? Because that's metal and you won't be able to glue it. So the only thing I could think of was to use some of this brown tape here, which is really good. I tend to bite it, but you can cut it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit on here, a bit like a hinge, and I hope this works. And then I'm going to fix that on there like that, and I'll try that on there. Okay. Right, we'll keep going with this, and then if we run out of time, I'll ask the guys to speed it up. Okay, so you can at least see roughly what I'm doing. Because I'm afraid the time goes so quickly. Okay, here we have one leg. Let's try for the second leg here. Let's see. So we're going to make that into a kind of a hinge. What I would say also is when you're gluing things, it's sometimes good to stick some tape to join two bits together as well. And when the glue's finished, you can take the tape off, okay? That's another way of doing it. And also, I would say, this looks a bit rough and ready, but it really starts to work as soon as you paint it, okay? Once you start putting paint on it, it's looking a little bit like a robot, isn't it? I found him a hat, kind of a bowler hat maybe. See if we can fix that on there. It worked earlier. Let's have a go. Let's try that in there. Here we go. Here we are. So it's kind of a little bit like a robot. He's got two legs. Now the trick is, does he stand up? We'll have to see. I've got two shoes here for him, which are made out of just ordinary packets of stuff that I found or was given. And what I've done, I've cut them down from the bigger box and I put a hole in them. Again, be very careful. Put a hole there for the leg. And we've got another foot here. We'll try that. Here we go. And we've got a hole for that leg there. Now let's see if I've done this right. Let's have a look. It might be a bit of a squeeze, but we'll try and get that foot on. There we are. We'll try and get this second foot on here. We're almost there, guys, with the time we've got. I can't guarantee he or she will stand up, but if we took more time with it, we could balance it a bit better. So let's have a look. So there we have our robot. Oh, one leg's a bit longer than the other, isn't it? How about that? There we go. A little bit wonky. If I had more time, I could make them stand up better. And also, just a trick to say, if you're going to do some painting with this kind of lovely glue here, if you mix some PVA glue with it, then it will make it thicker and it will cover most surfaces. It looks a bit odd because it's different colours, but when you get it all the same colour, it's going to look fantastic. And you can put other bits and pieces on. Okay, so that's just a rough idea, and I'd love to see your ideas of what you guys can make. Maybe we'll put those on the website. Thanks a lot, kids. Bye.
Hi Kidz Klubbers, welcome to VIP time. So what is VIP time?
Very important part of the evening.
It's the most important part of the evening. And we hope you've had a fantastic time so far and you're going to really try out some of those activities and games. We had a huge amount of fun doing those. It was brilliant.
We did. I like your hat.
Thank you very much.
And your tie. Is
It's
that
all
your
the
birthday new outfit?
Absolutely. Well, you got it for me.
I
so,
did,
you know.
yeah. It's amazing. It's
And
completely
yours,
recycled.
I mean,
I know.
fits.
My gilet and my nice green skirt.
Very nice.
Very green.
So it's your birthday outfit as well then, is it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, that's
All
good.
special for the occasion.
Indeed, I like the bow. Very
Fantastic.
Good. Very good.
Okay, so we're going to get to the part of the evening, for the part of VIP time, where we're going to welcome all of our new
We
guests.
are.
So if you're brand new to Kidzklub.online, give a shout out, say hi, tell us where you're from, and let us know in the comments. That'd be fantastic.
Definitely. So we saw how Debbie and Chris did the Bible bit last week, and we thought, you know what, we can do some of that. So we're going to have another challenge. Now, unlike Debbie and Chris, I've won all the challenges so far. Tina hasn't won anything. So
No, my turn.
we're going to see with this Bible bit whether we can build a tower with the Bible bit. So if you can see, they've all got the words on there. And we're going to see whether Tina can actually win a challenge.
I actually really hope so.
Well, may the best person win.
Indeed.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You're going to have to help us out here because we're going to do this back to front.
We are.
If you're ready. Right, here we go.
Okay,
3, 2,
Okay,
1.
let's go. Let's go.
There we go. Right, wasted. Nothing. Oh.
Done it.
Oh no. You haven't, have you?
Yes, I've done it. I've won.
Oh, that's not fair. fair.
Build it then.
I'm going to try and build it. Right, let nothing be wasted. Let nothing be wasted.
He's a bit slow in his old age. He's taking his time a little bit.
I think that's
Are
it.
you there?
Isn't it? Collect the leftovers, let nothing be wasted.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we're going to say this all together.
We are.
And then we're going to go girls and then boys. Okay?
Sounds good to me.
Right,
Sounds good to me.
let's go. So after 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Bible bits. Collect the leftovers. Let nothing be wasted.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good. So, boys this time?
Boys, it's time.
Okay, boys, are you ready? We're going to be not a lot louder than the girls. Here we go, boys. Ready? Bible bit. Collect the leftovers. Let nothing be wasted.
Fabulous.
There
Well
you
done.
go.
Okay, so I think the girls have won this week.
I think you're probably
Because
right.
I actually built my tower first.
You did.
I did, yeah. And yours keeps falling over.
Oh, at least my other tail was bigger.
Oh, well, maybe. Okay, so we're going to head over to story time now.
We are.
So we will see you soon.
See you later. Hi Kids Clubbers, welcome to this week's story time. So as we do every single week, we try and find a story in the Bible that relates to the topic that we're looking at this week. So this week is Rubbish Week. So you might ask yourself, where in the Bible does it talk about rubbish? Where's there's a story about rubbish? Well, we think we found the perfect one. And so today's story is called The Boy with the Recycled Lunch. So the story starts. Jesus has started going around telling everybody about God, and he's been doing some incredible miracles. He's been turning water into wine, he's been healing people, he's even been raising people from the dead. But what he has been doing is he's spending lots of time with his 12 disciples, teaching them and training them on what they should be doing. So in this story starts that he's escaped from the crowds with his 12 disciples, and he's travelled across the sea to the other side. And while he's teaching the disciples, all of a sudden he sees coming over the hills loads and loads and loads of people. In fact, they reckon that there was about 5,000 people, that's men, and equally there must have been 5,000 women and children. So Jesus saw this not as a problem, but as an opportunity to teach his disciples something. So he turned to Philip and he said, Philip, where can I get food to feed all of these people? Now, Philip took one listen to this and thought, Jesus, you must be joking here. Jesus, this is going to take half a year's wages to feed this many people. There's no chance. Andrew, who was probably a bit of a joker, said to Jesus, Jesus, there's a little boy here and he's got a lunch with him. Look, he's got a lunch with him, and in his lunch he's got 5 loaves of bread and he's got 2 little fish. Now, Andrew must have been joking, but Jesus said, okay, bring it over here. But first of all, disciples, I want you to get all of these people to sit down in groups of people all over the place. I want you to do that first. The disciples thought, well, that's a bit of an odd thing to do. Okay, why not? Let's do it. Jesus took the food and he lifted it to heaven and he prayed over it and asked God to multiply it. And then what he said to his disciples, he said, I want you to, each of you, take some of this in little baskets, and I want you to go out and feed all the people. Now, the disciples must have thought, you really are mad. We're going to run out before we even get to the second row of people. But they'd learnt that they needed to trust Jesus and what he was saying. So they took a basket each with a little bit of fish and a little bit of bread, and they went out and started to feed all the people. They managed to get all the way round, and that leads us into our Bible bit for today. Jesus said to his disciples, collect the leftovers, let nothing be wasted. So the disciples took their 12 baskets and they picked up all the little bits of bread and the little bits of fish and filled their baskets up. When they came back to Jesus, can you guess how many baskets they had full of fish and bread? It was 12, enough for every single one of the disciples. Now you see, that was a miracle, because that little boy's lunch fed well over 5,000 people. Incredible. So what's the point? What was the point of Jesus trying to teach the disciples, and what's he teaching us through this story? So the first point is, trust him. When he asks us to do something, we should do it. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Now for the disciples, it didn't make sense that they were going to be able to feed 5,000 people or more with just a little lunch this little boy had. But they believed Jesus and they did exactly what he asked them to do. The second thing is, love people. Jesus was not just interested in healing people or raising people from the dead or turning water into wine. He was actually interested in making sure that people had enough food, that their needs were met, but he doesn't always meet our wants. And the third one is that if you follow Jesus, he rewards us. Those disciples, they did an awful lot of work that day. Can you imagine trying to organise feeding 5,000 people with just a few loaves of bread and a couple of fish? That was really hard work. But Jesus knew that they needed feeding too. And so he provided 12 baskets of food just for them. And it's the same with us. If we choose to follow Jesus and to do what he asks us to do, he will never let us down, and he will never let us go hungry or be without what we need. So the question is, today, Kidz Klubbers, each one of us has to decide whether we're going to follow Jesus or not. The question is, are you brave enough to follow what Jesus wants for you? Because he has a plan and a purpose for you and for me. Let's pray. Father God, we just thank you that you teach us so much in the Bible about who you are and about what you want for our lives. Lord Jesus, I thank you that you fed the 5,000 with the bread and the fish. Help us to follow you even when it doesn't make sense. Help us to love everyone and to give them what they need. And help us to realise that you love us so much that you will not let us go without. Jesus, I pray that you bless us this week in your name. Amen.
Wow, Kidz Klubbers, what a great story time. Thank you for that, Alan.
Brilliant. Well,
that is Recycling Week. We've had a great time. We've done such fun stuff. Food smoothies, we made a skyscraper, made a robot, had fantastic water game and great story time there. Now, guys, don't forget, every week you need to get onto that website and send in your photos of the colouring competition. You've got the picture quiz that you can be doing. Get your entries in for that. You have got the competition of the week, and this week you need to dress up in crazy recycled outfit. Make a really cool outfit and get a photograph sent into that too. And don't forget, every week we look out for the most interactive kid, don't we, Chris?
Oh,
so that means you keep going on the website, you keep looking on Kidz Klub Facebook site, and you're really interactive with what's going on, doing
comments,
the picture quiz,
competitions,
doing the
all
competitions,
that sort of stuff.
and don't forget, all of those entries need to be in by 6 p.m. and for every winner which will be at 6 p.m. on Thursday evening. So Friday evening at 6 p.m. is when we have the winners, a Winners Friday, and we give out the winners' names, and they will get sent a fantastic certificate to say that you're a winner. And then when Kidz Klub comes back properly, when we see you in real life, when everything gets back to normal, we will be giving prizes out for everyone who was awarded a certificate for winning a competition. So don't forget, colouring competition, picture quiz, the competition of the week, and being the most interactive kid. Now, that was Recycling Week, kids. I hope you've had a fantastic evening. Yeah. But Chris, what's happening next week?
Ooh-ah!
Oh dear.
Ooh-ah!
Ooh-ah what, Chris?
What do you think I am? Ooh-ah!
I think
shiver me timbers! Ooh-ah, me hearties!
I'm not really quite sure, Chris. What are you actually trying to do?
Next week is Pirates!
Oh, Pirates and Princesses!
And princesses!
Yes, Pirates and Princesses.
Not just pirates! But
princesses as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So shall I tell you what we're doing next week?
Yeah, tell me what's going to happen,
right,
Chris.
we are going to play a sneaky pirates game.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
Not going to tell you about that now. You'll find out about that next week.
Wow.
And also, we're going to be eating some pirate food. This is what pirates love when they're sailing the seas.
Absolutely.
They love fish finger sandwiches.
I know. Michelle's going to be making those.
Michelle!
Yeah, Michelle's going to be making those. We're looking forward to those, Michelle.
In the craft workshop, we're going to be making pirate hats.
Pirates hats?
Yeah, you can do all this at home, Kidz Klubbers.
Only pirates hats?
No, because if you're a princess, then you'll be making some lovely princess crowns.
Yeah, but Chris,
I think the word is tiaras.
Okay,
is that right?
tiaras. But you can make if you want, you can make the pirate hat and the princess crown, couldn't you? Or you can make a princess crown.
Ooh-ah. Oh yeah. Aye, and also we're gonna play the game Pin the Eye Patch on the pirate. See,
wow.
we have to put an eye patch on the pirate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to come up with something really good for that.
And you know, there's a story about a princess, and she eats a poison apple. We've got a special poison apple game. Not real poison apples, okay?
Wow.
But we'll tell you about that next week.
I hope you survive it, Chris, because you're going to have to eat that apple.
No, I'm a pirate. That's what princesses do, eat poison apples.
Oh, okay.
I'm a pirate. I sail the seven seas.
So, Chris, next week is Pirates and Princesses.
And Princesses Week, yes.
How exciting. So, guys, don't forget to go on the website, see what kind of stuff you need for next week so you can get all your bits and pieces together and prepared, and then you can make them as we go along throughout the evening at Kidz Klub, or you've got the rest of the week to make those things up. So, guys, I hope you've had a fantastic week.
Yes.
Don't forget to keep going on the website, checking out what's going on, and don't forget to get your competition entries in. It's so simple. You literally, when you've done your colouring sheet, take a picture of it and get that picture sent into the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well
the
done,
competition
Kidz Klubbers.
of the week, get dressed up, taking a picture of it, get it sent in.
Yes.
We have got certificates waiting for those winners.
Terrific.
And the deadline is, what time is the deadline on Thursday, Chris?
That'll be about 6 o'clock in the evening.
That'll be 6 p.m. in the evening is the deadline for the competitions.
Yep.
And then Winners Friday at 6 p.m, which is next Friday, you will find out who won. And well done,
the winners?
You're well done, you winners this week. You've done a fantastic job.
Brilliant. I tell you what, I think I deserve a prize for standing in this smelly wheelie bin.
Actually, I'll tell you what, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in and get some dinner, but I'm going to pop you back in the wheelie bin.
No, I'm not going down.
End of the recycling.
No.
Down you go.
No, Debbie, no. Let me out of here.
In with the rubbish.
No.
Put you back where you belong.